Hey guys, how are you doing today? I am Mr. Dickenstein and I'm here to give you a couple of free-for-all tips and pointers. Just something to help you improve your game a little bit, get those longer streaks, help you stay alive longer, and maybe improve that KD ratio a little bit. Now this can also be applied to other game types, such as Domination, Team Deathmatch, Hardpoint, Uplink. But this is mainly pointed towards free-for-all just because in free-for-all you're by yourself and you don't have other teammates surrounding you and defending your back. So in free-for-all it's just best to stay inconspicuous as much as possible. Now free-for-all is something I just started playing recently. It's not something I usually normally played before, but I just find it a lot easier to get better gameplays when I'm playing by myself because I'm used to playing in a party of 4 to 6 and it's just a lot easier to get games when you're playing by yourself. So let's go ahead and move on here. So I found that this game is a good example of how effective this can be. As you can see in this game, I actually go on about a 25 or 26 kill streak, and I wouldn't have even gotten near that close if I wasn't using Suppressor or Scavenger. So I thought this game would be a good example. But anyways, so the two essential things that I find that really make use in free-for-all is Scavenger and Suppressor. Now with Scavenger, that's pretty self-explanatory. You scavenge dead bodies around the map and pick up ammo packs. Scavenger, if you don't want to find yourself picking up other people's guns with just random attachments and random sights, if you just don't want to find yourself picking up these funky guns around the map, you just want to stick to the gun that you're most comfortable with throughout the whole game, then I'd highly suggest using Scavenger. Now me personally, I don't like having to rely on other people's guns. I like having to rely with the gun I'm most comfortable with. I don't like going around the map picking other people's guns up just because I don't feel comfortable doing so, and I feel like I can get my overall gameplays better with Scavenger. But I mean that's kind of a personal preference, I guess. If you like having to rely on other people's guns, if you like picking up other people's guns, then hey, that's fine with me. But me personally, I would rather just stick to the gun that I'm more comfortable using throughout the whole game. So now with Suppressor. So Suppressor, as soon as you shoot a bullet, you're instantly detected on the map. Your red dot instantly shows up on the map. Now let me give you two scenarios. So first scenario is without a suppressor, and the second is a with suppressor. So let's say you're shooting somebody, you just got out of a gunfight, your screen is full of blood jelly, and you see a guy at long distance, and you have to take your time with that shot. So if you don't have suppressor, that guy is instantly gonna know you're there because he can see your red dot on the radar. If he's a decent player, then he'll definitely know to check the radar and see that you're there. Plus, any other enemies surrounded by you are gonna totally detect that you just shot a bullet, and they're gonna be totally aware that you are there on the map, and they will hunt you down until you're dead. Now, second scenario, when you're using suppressor, so you get out of a gunfight, your screen is bloody red. Everybody on the map is totally unaware that you're even over there, and that guy you're about to shoot at is totally unaware that you're even behind him and that you're about to shoot him because he can't see you on the radar. So that actually gives you a lot of time to steady your shot and take your time aiming your sights at him so you can get an effective shot off. So that's something I should definitely just doing, is using suppressor, because if you need to get those long shots off and you just shoot a bullet on the map, you can take your time with those shots and hopefully you'll be able to hit them at long range. But I like using suppressor just because you're totally inconspicuous on the map and nobody on the map, you know how people play this game. As soon as you shoot a bullet, they will instantly look at the radar and they will hunt you down until you're dead. So that is why I definitely suggest using silencer. Silencer isn't really necessary on a SMG. I mean, you can use it if you want, but I'd recommend that you don't, because it takes down the range and the damage by high amounts. But I mean, you can if you want. I just wouldn't recommend it. But the thing about SMGs is that it's a lot easier to get out of gunfights if you need to do so. It's a lot easier to evade your opponents. If you're surrounded by multiple targets, it's a lot easier to evade that sticky situation. So just because of that mobility and that agility you have on your SMG, so it's not really necessary to use a silencer on an SMG, just because you have that mobility and you're able to evade those gunfights a lot easier. If you have multiple people shooting you down and trying to hunt you down, it's just a lot easier to evade out of that situation. But anyways, guys, I hope that helps you improve your gameplay a little bit. I hope you take my tips into consideration, and maybe this will help you improve your KD. I know my KD has went up a little bit. Mine was staying around at like a 2.48, but over time it went up a little bit just because I started using silencer and scavenger. So I hope that really helps you guys out. And until next time, I will catch you guys later. Peace.